Welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It's episode 12 of Gold Pass Clash, and today we make the most critical decision of this account's young lifetime because, as you may recall last episode, we were faced with the fact that we are overflowing in Elixir and Dark Elixir, and the Hog Riders are upgrading, and they had still a day or so left to finish. So we were trying to decide what to do, and sometimes decisions like these can be really hard. Other times, there's decisions that are really easy, like using code Galadon. You know, you may have different codes that you're thinking about using, but when you're looking for the creator that gives the most back to charity and over 100 gold passes to viewers like you, then using code Galadon is the right thing to do. Now, let's go ahead and check out the season pass. The rewards are on their way, and yes, of course, we are working on these points because we want the discounts, right? We need those discounts so that we can upgrade things more quickly, although it's really a small part of why we made the decision about rushing this episode that we did, and I'll get to that in just a moment. For now, we're trying to see if we can pick up a bunch of these points and at least get to the 10% discount with the Gold Pass as early as possible. I mean, right away, every season you want to do this. If you've got the Gold Pass, try to get to that first discount before you're spending too much, because it's going to make a huge difference cumulatively over the entire season. So we needed to be attacking with balloons and a poison spell. So we threw in balloons in the CC and one of our own little noob level 4 balloons, and then our noob level 1 poison spell that was pretty much a non-issue. Like, there was really no point in having it other than to get the challenges done. And it's easy enough right now at Town Hall 8 with the Barb King, with these units, to pick up at least a 1-star every single time. That is exactly what we did. And surprisingly, you know, the balloons, they worked out pretty well. Got in there, we did replace Hog Riders. The balloons, maybe not quite as strong, but obviously we're still gonna 3-star because, you know, Barch is a 3-star strat, right? Okay, fine. Max balloons are a 3-star strat. Okay, back to the home village, and here you can see we've got 3 builders free. We're also still in the process of trying to pick up those points. So, you know, what are we gonna do first? We're gonna make sure we have these points. There you go. Now that we've got 260 season points, we pick up the 10% discount, and that's critical. Now, you'll also notice that we've got a book of fighting and then a book of spells coming and just a few more points. That is part of what we're going to do as far as the rushing is concerned. And yes, I promise I listened to you guys, and many of you were very vocal. Some of you were less than kind. But everybody made the point, and the point was, for the most part, the vast majority of you said, don't do it, Galadon. Whatever you do, you've got way too many things left to upgrade. You have got to focus on finishing Town Hall 8 before you go to Town Hall 9. And I will tell you this, that this is a case where Supercell, the builder, would consider you to be rushing, okay? And not in a good way. Sometimes, like we talked about, it's good to go to the next Town Hall if you're overflowing. But this was overflowing not naturally. This was artificially because of the Gold Pass, right? So what we did is we decided we're going to wait. We're going to wait until the Hog Rider is just about finished upgrading, and we'll gem like the last couple of hours. And the reason we're doing that is because the Hog Rider will finish a few hours after the Clan Games rewards will expire, right? And we do not want to lose all those Clan Games rewards either. And that's where we get tons of books. So I have books that are saved in the magic items in the Town Hall. I have books coming with a season pass, and I have books also from the Clan Games. Now, let me go ahead and move these walls because I heard some people were upset that it bothered them to have a wall out of place, so I hope you guys are happy. Those walls look perfect to me now. So we don't want to waste those books, so that's what we're going to do. And the good news is, you guys ready for this? We are not going to rush. We are not going to rush to Town Hall 9. We are going to do the best we can to use as much of the Elixir and Dark Elixir that we can without rushing, okay? And now we understand that we're going to waste some, right? Obviously that has to happen, but let's go ahead and use, you ready for this? 6 books. That's right, I have at my disposal right now 3 books of spells and 3 books of fighting. So we will get to those in just a moment, but you know what I realized right about now was the fact that we are halfway through Town Hall 8 and we've never built an actual Town Hall 8 base. You guys know how I was saying that I'm always getting hit with my progress base? You know why? Because the progress base was the only base that I had, which is pretty embarrassing, pretty bad. I mean, this is something that I should have done like the second episode of Gold Pass Clash at Town Hall 8. Now, this will be another completely original Town Hall 8 base that nobody else has ever had. I didn't use a template or any sort of reference, and that's part of the reason that the base is probably not all that good. Not gonna lie. Now, I will post it on my Discord server if you insist, if you really want it, because I think it looks good. You know, it may not be the best performing base, but as far as aesthetics are concerned, it is up there. I'm going to give it like an A- in aesthetics. Now, of course, remember, lightning spells OP, right? Notice how many defenses are like right next to each other in the core of that base. So somebody comes along with a half a dozen or so lightning spells, I'm screwed, dude. Okay, I am in big trouble. But, you know, sometimes form doesn't follow function, or how does it go? Anyway, I think it looks good. That's all we care about for now. Okay, let's move on. Archer Towers got upgraded. 4 or 5 builders are free. We're not up to the using of the books yet, but we'll be there momentarily. Now, you'll see that we have 4 builders free, and again, just like last episode, we don't have enough gold. Don't have enough stinking gold to get the upgrades done. And no, don't tell me that I shouldn't have done so many walls, okay? Because I only did the walls when the builders were tied up. Otherwise, whatever. Okay, so we're going to do another cannon. There it is. Of course, yes, we have to do 2 levels of cannons at Town Hall 8, kind of a pain. And then we go back to raiding. Speaking of lightning spells, speaking of last episode's promise to get away from using Barch, this, my friends, is the first dragon raid on Gold Pass Clash at Town Hall 8. And I will tell you, of course, dragons are your best friend at Town Hall 8. Also, remember that you're almost always going to be overflowing with regular elixir at Town Hall 8, so it's a great reason to use dragons. Yes, they take a little bit longer, but they are incredibly strong. Even these little level 2 dragons are going to just crush almost every base. Remember, use those lightnings. Make sure that you're coming from behind the sweeper or taking it out if it happens to be next to an air defense. Whatever air defenses that you can't take out with your lightning spells, then approach those first. Remember, lightning the ones that are far away because they're going to have more time to fire onto your dragons. Or better yet, find a base like I did that has one of the air defenses that's under construction and get rid of all the other ones. So yes, once you've got all of the ADs out of the way, you're pretty much going to get a 3-star. It's just a matter of being patient at this point. Sometimes I even find myself force closing the app just to fast forward the raid so I can move on, because they are so darn slow that you know what's coming. You know what's going to happen. You can just walk away at this point and come back, pick up the loot, and get going with another dragon raid. So this, my friends, my fellow fans of Clash of Clans, will be the only dragon raid that I subject you to at 1x speed for the remainder of this series. Remember how we did that with No Cash Clash, and it's like, yes, nobody needs to see single speed dragon raids over and over and over again, but this is the first one, and it kind of, you know, it felt kind of good to get it done, to be reminded of how strong dragons are at Town Hall 8. No 99 Mercy. We took every single building, burned it to the ground, and took home over 1.1 million in loot, and immediately turning that around, heading back home and getting another cannon upgrading. So there we go, another cannon rolling, and like we talked about, really nowhere else to spend our elixir. The elixir and the dark elixir is just sitting there. And now look at this raid. Check this one out, as it's got nearly 900,000 gold, which is a true rarity, okay? When you're attacking another Town Hall 8, it's not very often that you're going to find somebody that has more gold than elixir, because most players are running into the same problem. This was a true unicorn of a base, and we welcomed it. Obviously, it's going to be an easy 3-star. As you can see, once again, we went in early after those air defenses. The balloons, in fact, got in and got the last air defense down, even though we sort of okay, I'll admit to you guys, I never saw where that stupid air sweeper was. And I don't know if I'm the only one. Tell me in the comments, am I the only player that cannot see air sweepers? Like, for some reason, I have a mental block. I'll go in to attack a base, and if it's got one air sweeper, I can't find it. If it's got 2 air sweepers, I will inevitably find one and then not be able to find the second one by the time the stinking raid starts. I don't know what it is. Okay, so that one raid was enough to get another cannon going. So there you can see we've got a bunch of cannons going at the same time. But again, the problem was all about the elixir and the dark elixir. So we upgrade a bomb. Now, thankfully, we do have all of the builders tied up. However, the lab, those 6 books will have to be next time, because it turns out we're already running out of time, and it's time for the stats report. Here we go, Gold Pass Clash episode 12, and this is back from vacay. So back from vacation, the numbers starting to increase once again in both villages. We are actively playing and gaining those points, 260 points, so we already have the 10% discount. And gems. We did spend a few on those discounted things that the new season pass is offering. The Barbarian King is at level 10. The best rate, oh man, get ready. Now that I'm using dragons, I am going to go full Daenerys Targaryen on some of these Town Hall 8 bases and raise them to the ground. That's R-A-Z-E, look it up. Thank you, Galafam, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You are the true Galafam, and that's why I love thinking about it. Appreciate every single one of you every single day, so stay inside, wash your hands, be kind to other people, Amazon. If you go outside, wear a mask. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon, nice Game of Thrones reference there.
Thanks, Tyrion.
What?